Hi everyone, this is Tanya here with the Memory Lane Keepsakes, and welcome back to my channel. I want to thank you guys for taking out time to join me today. Today I wanted to come on here and share some of my craft fair items that I have been working on. So the things that I wanted to share was something that I kind of gave y'all a sneak peek the night of the crop night with some of the ladies from YouTube that I got an opportunity to join. We had a fabulous time, and I want to thank everyone who saw that live video. It was pretty quick, but I want to thank you so much for taking out time to, jump on there and watch and see what myself and some of the other YouTube ladies was up to. And I gave you guys a sneak peek of what I was working on, as well as some of the things they was working on. So now I am back as promised to share with you how the project that I was working on turned out, because I did complete the packaging, because I am getting ready for the fall craft fair that's coming up, and I wanted to show you one of the things that I had completed, and I'm currently still working on some other things at the moment. So let me go ahead and just share this project with you, and then later on I am going to share a quick tutorial. I won't be doing the packaging today, but I want to share with you how I made my magnets. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my custom handmade magnets. So one of the first ones I want to share with you is this one right here. I made this one right here, and I absolutely love it. This one's more of a masculine one, but can also be for feminine as well. And this one I actually made from my computer. So I pretty much typed up what I wanted the magnets to say, and this is pretty much how I packed it up. And I wanted to kind of bring that heart to life by placing it right here on the bow. And this is how I did the packaging. I kept the packaging pretty simple, and I used the 7 Gypsies packaging clear bags to do this. And then I pretty much sealed it up with my topper right here. So that's pretty much how I did that one. That's how that one turned out. And then I made some more similar to that one as well. So same ones there. Then I also made this one right here. Some of these are repeats, but I still want to share all of them with you, so you can also see how I did the packaging. On this one, instead of doing the bow straight, I chose to do it at an angle. This was inspired by Scrap the World here on YouTube. I love the way she packed up her magnets when she made them. So this is pretty much how I did mine. And so this is what I got right here. I used some of my cardstock paper that I had in stock from my Recollections paper from the Hot Buy that you can get from Michael's, and this is how this packaging came out. And then on the back I did place my business card inside the packaging, so that way I can make sure everybody goes home with one, so in case they want to contact me for more orders or anything else I have on my website. So this is how this one turned out here. And then we have this one that's the same, that's similar. The only difference is it has the lipstick magnet on there, and the packaging at the top is different. So I'll show you in comparison so you can see those together. Okay. And then I also have this one right here that is also similar as well. And this one here, I did the background paper a little different. So as you can see, I went with this beautiful foil heart paper, and then the packaging is different as well up there. And then my last one that's similar to that, the packaging is a little different on this one as well. So again, some of these are repeat magnets, but I did switch them up so that way it can kind of work for the fashion theme. So in this one here, you will see the fashion girl with the purse and this beautiful background here on this one, and the lipstick. And on here, same thing, the girl repeats herself with the purse, but we have the stiletto shoes and also the Paris perfume. So that's how that turned out. And then I went a little retro. I wanted to do a little retro, so I brought in the roller skates, because that's something I used to do growing up, and I thought this one would be cute. And I went with the mod or mood paper back here to kind of represent the retro roller skates. So I thought that was really, really cute, and that's how that one turned out. Then I also have this one right here. This one pretty much doesn't have a theme with it. This one is pretty much like an oddball type magnet, so someone who didn't really want a matching set, this one is kind of like whatever I just kind of wanted to put together. So we have the music, we have these hearts that represent love, we have hearts again, but then we also have this butterfly that I placed on the polka dot paper here. So that's how that one looks. And then I chose to go a little shabby chic with placing this one right here with a few teacups. I thought this one was too darling, so I have 2 teacups here, this beautiful design paper, and a little bit of gold accents with this cute background paper right here that has these orange slices in the background. And then I just pulled the colors from that to do my packaging at the top here, which I thought was really, really adorable. These are so much fun to make, very simple, very elegant, and everybody can use magnets either for their fridge or just to place notes on them. And I also have this one right here, which I adore. This one right here is a bunch of girl faces, and this is from a popular collection that came from Hobby Lobby, and I love the faces of the girls. This is just too cute, and this is how that one turned out. And as you can see, the topper is a little different. That pattern bow just says it all. And then I have this one right here, which is also one of my favorites. This one here is a set right here, and this has the big hair don't care, one of the things that I absolutely love. And then it also has a comb with the 2 bobby pins. It has the blow comb and also a pair of scissors that kind of work. This would be great for like a hairstylist. So these all kind of work together as a set because they're from the same paper collection, but also it represents like a hairstylist or a barber. So this was really, really adorable and fun to make. And again, I played off the colors to make the topper. And then my last 2 is pretty much the days of the week. This is one that I shared the night of the crop night, but this is the finishing one here, so you guys can see that it has all the days of the week, but it has been abbreviated on this one. To make this background paper, I used my Hottie Swap sprays to do this, and that was really fun to get creative with the backgrounds and do something unique and different. And again, I did something similar as well. The only difference with this one right here, what I did was I went ahead and spelled out the whole day of the week, because the days of the week, since it's so much more in these, you get a little bit more bang for your buck. But the days of the week is good because you can kind of map out your week, or pretty much plan out your week a little bit better to be able to have that to-do list, or just as a reminder to use these magnets. So this is what the topper looks like for these here. So now I'm going to go ahead and move these to the side right here, and I want to go ahead and demonstrate on how I made the magnets and show you guys that. So let me know which one is your favorite and how much you guys would be willing to pay for a set of these magnets, if it was a set of 4 or the days of the week. I'm just curious to kind of see what ballpark you guys put down to kind of help me out, to kind of see how I should price them. I have an idea, but I just kind of want to see what you guys say. So I would love to see your comments. And also, if this is your first time joining me, I want to welcome you and also ask you to subscribe to my channel so you can be a part of my YouTube family, so you can see what I have going on. So that would be really, really awesome, and to have you definitely come by and see what Memory Lane Keepsakes is up to. And now I'm going to go ahead and bring out my materials to share with you guys on how I created my magnets. So you need a pair of scissors. So I have those here, and I'll go ahead and remove my cover here. And then I also use the glossy accents. I use the Neuro glue, so any glue that you choose to use. And these are the flexible magnets that I use. You can also get them bigger if you choose to, but this is the pack that I chose to go with. So at this time, I'm going to go ahead and just take out 2 of those right now, because that's all I'm going to need, because I'm going to demonstrate 2 of them for you. There we go. And now you also need your pattern papers. This here is going to be a little matte so the glossy accents doesn't get everywhere. But these are the papers that I chose. I chose the girl print again here. And then I also chose this print with the big hair don't care, because now I want to make some more magnets. I'm going to demonstrate 2 of them for you today. Do a quick tutorial and show you how I did those. And then last but not least, you're also going to need your glass gems. Now these are pretty much glass gem fillers that you can pretty much get from any of your craft stores. These here came in a bag, but you can also get them in a jar as well, and I did share that on another haul of mine, so you can go back and look at that video where I shared that. But these are the two that I'm going to be using. That's what I had left over. So in this pack, I want to say about 12 to 15 of these fillers, these clear gems, came inside of this bag here, which is a really good price point. I want to say there were $2.99 or either $3.99 for a bag, but I did use a coupon that helped out as well. So you can use those. So I'm gonna go ahead and place those right here. In the meantime, I want to go ahead, since this paper right here is so thin, I want to go ahead and place this black cardstock, which is a solid color, on the back of this paper to thicken it up just a little bit, so that way my magnet is not too flimsy and the glue just goes right through it. And then also, I forgot to mention, you're also going to need your hot glue gun, so that way you can use it for the place the magnet on the back. So let's go ahead and get started with that right now. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and place this paper right here. I'm actually just going to cut a piece. I'm going to cut this in half, because I'm also going to place a black piece on the back of the other paper, which that one's thick enough, but I want to do that so that way my magnet will look good on the back, since it's going to be black, even though it's not going to show. So it's not really needed, but it's something I just choose to do. So I'm thinking about using her, because the first thing you want to decide on is what image, when you have something as busy as this sheet of paper here with all these gorgeous images on here with these girls, I like her. She stands out to me, so I'm going to use her. So I'm going to place this piece of cardstock on the back of here. I'm just going to glue it on there, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I do. So in the meantime, I'm just going to move this on out the way right now, and I'll bring that back on in just a moment. All right, so so I'm just basically going to just place my glue kind of like all over. A little bit goes a long ways. And I just want to make sure I get all those corners really, really well there. Put a little bit there. There we go. And this is not going to take long to adhere at all. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this over, and I'm going to place this in that area that I'm looking at for my magnet. And there we go. So it's in that area, and I'm going to just press this down really, really well. Just rub this good amount there. All right, so now I'm going to just set this up right here, and I am going to go ahead and give that a moment, and I'm going to go ahead and get the other piece of cardstock, and I want the big hair don't care, so that's the area that I'm going for. So since it's one right here, we just go ahead and cut that one, and I'm going to go ahead and glue this one on right here in this area, so I can cut this piece out here. So let's go ahead and do that. So now I'm going to go ahead and place this piece right here, because I want my backgrounds to be black when I cut those out, when I add those magnets to the back, so it'll look better. Place this on the back here and give this a good little rub as well. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is go ahead and cut the girl image out that I am looking for. Now you could go ahead at this point and add your jewel if you want to, but I'm just going to go ahead and just cut the image out right now, because I already pretty much know. So about here, and the way I'm cutting it, I'm fixing it to where I don't mess up the other images in case I want to go back and use those. So that's a good amount there. So this is the area that I need. So now I can go ahead and remove this sheet right here, so I can save that for another use. And I'm going to place that right there on my scrap sheet there. And now I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. You can also use a circle punch if you choose to, but it's not needed for this since these are like so small. It's not going to be a big deal. So I'm just going to use these pair of scissors because it's faster and easier. So I'm just going to cut around here, and then I cut my piece out that I want. So I have that right there. So I'm going to place that there as well and remove this sheet right here. Alright, so now all we need is the gems and the glossy accent. So I can go ahead and close this up because we are pretty much done with the Nuvo glue at the moment. And so here are the gems, and you just pretty much want to lay these down and get placement and kind of see before you add your glue down. And since I already told you guys that I was interested in this image, that's the one I'm going to do. So I'm looking to see which one's bigger because unfortunately the jewels are not, or the gems are not the same size. They're a little, this one's a little bit bigger, so I'm going to go with this one for the face here. So I'm looking at it, I'm going to guide it around to kind of see where I want to place it. And I do know I want to get that bow tie in there and a little bit of her flower. So I think that's a good placement there. And for the big hair don't care, this is a good placement right here to turn it at an angle. So that's where I'm going to lay it. And now I'm going to get my glossy accents. Let's just do that. So now we're going to just add some glossy accents to the back of this gem here. So I just want to put a good amount on there and maybe some small little areas on the side. So not too much, but just enough to where it'll spread out on you for the most part. So if you can see that, that's what it looks like. And so now I'm going to go ahead and place it on the image that I chose out of all these girls. And what I'm going to do, it slides a little bit, so you want to go ahead and get it positioned, and you want to press so all that glossy accents can go ahead and move and spread out like it needs to. So I'm just going to place my fingers on there because I can see the glossy accents moving. And it doesn't take long at all to set. So you want to go ahead and just press that and then get it to a stopping point. And it's better to go ahead and let this dry overnight. But for the sake of being on camera, I'm going to go ahead and cut it in just a moment. But in the meantime, while I do let this set for a second or so, I'm going to go ahead and do this one right here, which is Big Hair Don't Care. So I'm going to go ahead and place the glossy accents on the back of this one here. And then just a few little drops on the side going around it, so that way to kind of help speed up the process here. And then I'm going to place it down where I want it and let the glossy accent spread out so to cover all of the image that I want. And you can see it move if you're a little bit close there, which is awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and let that set for a second or so. And while these are adhering, I'm going to go ahead and just quickly show you the back. So you remember when I showed you that I added the black right here to the back of this? That's to give it more of a cleaner look. So that's what I did there. So now I'm going to go ahead and close up this glossy accents because I'm pretty much done with that. And now what I am going to do is go ahead and cut around my image. I see a little bit on the side coming out a little bit, so you can always take a Q-tip and pretty much clean that side up so it doesn't mess up your scissors. That's why it's really best to let it dry overnight to make sure that everything is adhered. Since this one didn't really ooze out as much, we're going to actually go ahead and start with this image right here. And so now I'm going to go ahead and just cut around this one here. And you want to get as close as possible as you can. And just cut around the image. Okay. Hot glue to this magnet here, and you can place it on the back right here. and then voila, we have one of the magnets done. So that's your magnet on the back, and this is what it looks like. So pretty simple. So you can lay it this way to keep so to make sure it dries. This one right here is still somewhat wet, but you guys pretty much get the idea. But I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one anyway, so that way I can show you how to do this one. Alright, so now we have this one right here, and that's how this one looks. Really adorable. So now we're gonna go ahead and just add the magnet on the back. And just place it right here. Just drop it right there in the center and get it positioned quickly, because a hot glue does dry pretty fast. Okay, so now we have the magnet already adhered to the back of this one, and so voila, you have your other magnet. So here are both my magnets. Got the big hair don't care, and we have this one here. Alright, I want to thank you guys so much for taking our time to join me. This is Tanya here with Memory Lane Keepsakes. You guys continue to be blessed as always. Please place your comments down below about how you enjoyed the tutorial, as well as seeing how I package my finished magnets for the craft show. Thank you guys again for everything and always your wonderful support. Continue to be blessed and happy crafting. Bye bye.